Hi, I'm Michael, and before I begin my talk, I'd just like to say that I have just recently been getting over the flu, and so if my voice sounds a bit different than normal, or if I occasionally cough or sneeze during my talk, please understand that is the reason that is happening. Many high school students often ask the question, what is the most important aspect of their high school education? Some say it is being able to get into the highest colleges and universities of their nation. Others say it is learning and developing a certain skill for the future, such as a certain work skill or a certain extracurricular activity. Some also say that it is getting to know the best way that you learn, knowing how you can thrive in a learning environment. I would like to argue that the most important aspect of your high school education is learning how to get motivated and how to have that desire to improve upon yourself. For me as a high school student, I often believe that the most important aspect of my education is getting the good grade, is getting that A and trying to have that stellar GPA and trying to have the highest scores you can. And as a high school senior, oftentimes I believe the most important aspect of my high school education is being able to get into college, being able to get into that certain university, and striving for that goal. That motivation, that idea of motivation most likely continues into college as you also try to get those high grades, try to get that high GPA, and eventually try to be able to get into the position where you can get a high pay, a high job that pays. And so in that respect, many people say that the biggest aspect of our high school education is being able to get into that good job and having a nice pay. While I believe that is important, I also believe that motivation should not be solely goal-oriented. It should not be striving for one thing after another, being able to get to that goal, moving on to the next one and on to the next one. I believe motivation is more of a personal thing that you can grow over time within yourself. That also means that other people cannot put your own motivation onto yourself. If someone else is pushing you to be motivated, then that is not your own motivation but someone else's. I believe that true motivation comes from oneself and one's own desire to be able to improve upon their situation and being able to create themselves as better. Other people often say that the certain situations they're in do not let them become so motivated. They are unlucky or they do not have the same opportunities as other people. While that may be true, I also believe that everyone on earth has the same opportunity to be able to be motivated. Regardless of your situation with money or education, I believe that motivation can come from anywhere and from anybody. I also believe in the quote that the harder you work, the more lucky you get. So as you create that motivation and you create and start to have that hard-working desire and environment, you can create more opportunities for yourself. I also believe that as we get older, we also tend to lose that motivation and tend to have that desire to settle down. After people get through college and after people get to that high-paying job, they seem to want to be able to settle down and maybe not strive for some of the goals they had as they were younger. While that might work out for some people and some people might enjoy that, I believe that motivation does not stop at any certain age. I believe whether you're 8 or 80, you can still have that same motivation that you had from before and have that still motivation throughout your entire life. I also believe that motivation does not get anywhere without your own hard work and perseverance. The desire to improve upon yourself alone is not the only thing you need to improve upon yourself and to improve your situation. While motivation does begin to be that one certain step that begins you on the journey of being able to improve upon yourself, I believe that without hard work and without that discipline of getting yourself into the positions to get and improve upon yourself, that motivation is most likely useless. I believe that throughout our lives, from high school and onward, no matter what your desire and no matter what your motivation is, the most important aspect of one's life is to be able to get themselves motivated and to be able to get themselves to persevere through certain things. In my life, around me in high school, many people seem to have their own desires. Many people seem to have their own sport activities or certain skills or certain extracurricular activities that work for them. For me, it seems that throughout high school, my goal is just being able to get to college. And while that is an important goal that I have for myself, that is not the only reason for me to be motivated. Throughout my college lifetime, and hopefully throughout my lifetime after college and after high school, I hope to be able to create a motivation for myself that leads to better opportunities and leads to myself being able to improve upon myself. And so throughout life, no matter what age you are and no matter what your circumstances, I believe the most important aspect you can get out of your high school education and out of any experience throughout your entire life is being able to get yourself motivated and being able to improve upon yourself. Thank you.